Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My today's lecture has been designed as Holy Quran is 100% divine messages from Allah, the creator of the universe. Today's episode 7 about the authentication of the Holy Quran. During the lifetime of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, some non-believers asked him three mysterious and difficult questions. Apparently, they asked three questions. Number one, when and how three young men took escape inside the cave. Number two, who traveled the east and the west of the whole world. Number three, what is ruh, that is soul. Muhammad sallallahu at that very time did not say directly the answer because he did not know actually. If he himself made the Quran, he of course tried to tell at that very time the answers, but he didn't. He said, tomorrow I will reply the questions of you. Very sad for him. By Jibril angel, Allah the Creator let his prophet that why did you say tomorrow? Tomorrow I will tell the answer. Why did you say like this? You did not say if Allah desires. That means if Allah wanted, in Arabic called inshallah. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not say inshallah. So I think as a punishment from Allah, other day, that is day after that day, or next day, there is no message came from Allah. The Prophet was in a dilemma, was in a very melancholy situation, how to do before the kafir mushrik, the non-believers. However, after a tension of 2 weeks has been passed, when angel Jibril came with the answer of those three questions, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied properly the answers of those three questions. Number one, he said, three young men once, while living in the city of Rogim, under the peasant city Granada of the then Spain. That time the king and all the followers were the idol worshippers, but that three young men not. So they worshipped only oneness of Allah, as because they were in against of those king, they tried to be killed from the king and his soldiers. So they took refuge to the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and by the order of Allah, they escaped inside the cave very miraculously. They slept almost about 300 years inside that cave. Allah did it. Second question, Zulkarnain was the very just and honest emperor of that very time. He was very important and famous king of that time, of his time, who traveled the whole world, particularly from east to west. Third question, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Ruh is nothing, soul is nothing but the order of the Almighty Allah. So I say that these three replies of those three questions of the non-believers prove that the Holy Quran was made by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but not any man, not by Muhammad himself. If it was made by him, then that very time he said the answer, or next day he said the answer, but he did not. Allah did not let him know at that very time, but after 14 days. However, in another place, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala declares in the Holy Quran, He, within bracket Muhammad, if he wanted to write himself, make himself something like Holy Quran, then I straight cut out his vocal cord. Allahu Akbar. Chapter Haq